Yo, what's good? It's your boy Man, we're back for another video. Today we're gonna do a little bit of trading and that, you know what I'm saying? Right now, we're gonna start the little video. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through a trade, go through what I'm gonna do, and today, part of JOBLUS journeys, I'm gonna show you guys what the fuck I do, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day or now, or just my skill set, you know what I'm saying? Pop a little something there. Now, let me get into it. Boys and girls, as you can see on my screen, obviously I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, get into it. You got US 30 and NAS 100. Right now, it is 1:58 p.m, which means the stock market opens at 2:30. Just remember that. But before we do this, I'm gonna obviously do my little hypothesis for today, see what's going on, and obviously because of news, I think we've got PMI and stuff, and we'll go through it. Got that stuff coming up, so obviously let's get into it. All right, so as you can see right now, we're looking at it, and unemployment claims has come out, 225k actual and 222k forecast, which is pretty similar. It doesn't look like it's got a big effect. It's not green or red, which means I'm presuming nothing's happened, but altogether it's 3,000 up. So if actual is less than forecast, you know what I'm saying, it's good for currency, and they're negatively proportionate, or whatever the word is, correlation. So if you look through it, if you look at the actual on the left, the actual is not less than the forecast, which is bad for currency, which is good for stocks, which means stocks should go up from that first news. Now if you see here, the way I trade with my analysis and everything, I don't care if stock market opens or whatever. I analyze the market beforehand, get my POIs and everything, make sure I know where liquidity is. But before we carry out a trade and everything, I always wait until this comes up, PMI, which is a big news, and say something happens and it says something, it could change the whole direction of the market, which is why I would change my hypothesis throughout. So initially you do an analysis beforehand just to make sure you know where it's going, but say it's going to do one thing and it says on the news, and you know what I'm saying, I'll just showcase it, fuck it, you know what I'm saying, I don't need to explain, I'm not a lesson teacher, you know what I'm saying. So once we go back on it, what I do every day before we do the market, we go on the weekly. Now if you look at the weekly for, let me just do US 30 for now, and then NAS, I'll stop the video, I'll come back to it, and you know what I'm saying, type shit. So if you look at NAS US 30, you get the little tool out, and the way I work on the market, obviously the previous week high is right here, and I want to do a week high, and the previous week low is. Now you guys might be asking, why do I do this? Now highs and lows are very strong points of liquidity. Now these wicks might not look like liquidity on a smaller time frame, but on a higher time frame, liquidity, it just requires a lot of money, which is how I see the market, you know what I'm saying. And prior to this, you can also want to mark up with a rectangular tool. A weekly fair value gap formed right here, WFVG. Now that's a POI, so it's gonna go in there. The way the market works, it always goes into something, an order block, a fair value gap, and as ICT calls it, a PD array. Now once you've done that, you know where the weekly low, and you can see the market is going down to the weekly low. So at the moment, I'm guessing it's gonna go down lower. You're gonna read the market here. Now you got a weekly order block formed here, 2 candles, goes up here, and goes up. It took out this liquidity here, and a new liquidity has formed here, which is the weekly high now. Now this red candle is getting formed, and why I wouldn't look for sales right now is just because there's a candle closure above this wick here with the green candle, and this red candle has not taken out this high point of liquidity, and at the moment altogether we do look like we're going into a bullish market. And before we see a crash or something, maybe the news would do it, you never know, it could change the whole market. So imagine today's candle closes below the fair value gap and this candle wick, a different level gang here. But at the moment in time, I'm looking for buys, obviously, because buys is the higher time frame hypothesis. Now you go on the daily now, and we mark out the daily high for the previous day, just in case. We've marked out the previous day high and previous day low, which one not. Make sure it's precise, you know what I'm saying. Once you've done that, you can even make sure the weekly low candle is, which is that candle, and the weekly high candle is there. And as you can see here, this candle structure doesn't look like it's going to be a reversal. It's not really a doji, and if you know, you know. I'll look for a red candle like that, and I'll look for sales. That's how I work. But at the moment, that's still a buy liquidity because it's a green candle. That's the way I see the market. Now obviously the weekly fair value gap is here, and all the game here is consolidation. Now if you look at the market properly, and I'm going to read it, this hasn't been taken out, this hasn't been taken out, this hasn't been taken out, it just looks like it's just staying within a consolidation period, and wherever gets taken out, we're going to look for the whatever. So these are sell side liquidity, which means when it gets taken out, it goes to the buy side. If the buy side gets taken out, it goes to the sell side, and it's pretty simple there. Do you know what I'm saying? Little, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you look at the weekly fair value gap, there is a daily fair order block here, and what I've realized with fair value gaps, if you go for a lower time frame, there's either a fair value gap again within it or order block. It's just everything's universal, everything's the same. So when people chat shit about everyone's freaking technique, it's the same shit everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at the weekly fair value gap. No fair value here. I mean, these are all points of interest. These are all lower time frame liquidity, in my opinion, from the daily. But if you go for a lower time frame, you can see more. Right now, I would say this is my point of interest for the daily. So the way my method works, it's all fair value gaps. You know what I'm saying? So daily fair value gap there, and a daily fair value gap here. These are both DFGs, and I'll even write POI on it at the moment. But at the moment in time, it could hit this order block and go up. A little support resistance there. But right now, it doesn't look like it's a beautiful market to look at. 4 hour. Let's see what's going on here. So as you see on the 4 hourly, this is a good liquidity right here. I'm gonna mark it out, and these are all liquidities, and it looks like it's coming down. Once it gets taken out, I can look for buys, but I reckon if I am looking for buys, I want this to get taken out, this to get taken out as well here, which is another liquidity before looking for buys. And think about it this way: if it does happen next week, so if it goes down, and it goes up, the weekly candle can produce a wick, which shows that it's within the fair value gap, but also rejecting all the sales, which means it's going up. You know what I'm saying? Now, at the moment in time, obviously we wait for news. Stock market has an open, volatility is a bit low, and could have done a trade earlier with German 30 right here, but you know what I'm saying? Anyway, once you look into this market, this gap down here, it got filled, so I don't know, daily fair value gap. My point of interest will be this small 4 hour fair value gap for now, and we're gonna go down to a smaller time frame, see if there's anything else I can look at. But this one looks nice, so it takes out this liquidity, takes out this, and then comes all the way down. Then we can look for buys, or better case scenario, it comes here, just goes back up, takes us out, and look for a bigger sell. You know what I'm saying? There's two different scenarios. Now, if you go on the hourly, we're gonna look at the candle structures here. Still a lot of liquidity down here, so I feel like it's going to take this out. This daily, this weekly low needs to get taken out. And if you look on here, if there's a fair value gap within this, okay, here we go. We're cooking. This fair value out here is my highest point of interest for. We'll mark it out as a place to, you know what I'm saying, just look at, just make sure it's the right place, just to analyze the market. You know what I'm saying? 1 hour POI. We'll see what happens, but the reason why I'm a bit, you know what I'm saying, see here, if you come all the way down here, oh no, it did get filled. This gap did get filled. Oh, this 1 hour fair value gap does look like the point of interest before a buy, because it's within the weekly fair value gap, and it goes up. And the way I would enter a trade is by waiting for the 15-minute, 5-minute, and then 1-minute entries, and I'll see if it's the right thing, just in case. Might not even take a trade. And yeah, right now I feel like buys are the essential, and obviously news is coming out, and I'll come back to you when the news is coming out. But before we carry on, I'm gonna explain what's gonna happen here, and I'll do it throughout this journey. Say, as you can see right here, we've got a £100,000 account, which is a paper trading account, which doesn't really use any real money. Just before anyone chats was, you know what I'm saying, I'm not really that rich. It's just here to provide skills. Now, if you guys want to believe it, believe it. If you don't want to believe these trades, believe it not. I want to show you case the failures, the L's in the chat and the W's in the chat. Just be transparent. Nothing to gain from this, nothing to, it's just for myself, you know what I'm saying? It's a little way to showcase everything. Price action on NAS 100 looks a bit more cleaner for me right now. So if you go on the weekly, as we do, as you can see here, this fair value gap is what it's reacting from right now. So it's reacting. Now, this looks like it's going to sell off here. And this is the highest point of liquidity, in my opinion, for the week to hit here. And it's in this fair value gap. I'm presuming it can break through the fair value gap, and then we can, you know what I'm saying? But at the moment in time, I think sales are looking very strong on the higher time frame. On the daily, as you can see right now, I'm here, nice rejection, come all the way down, got a liquidity here, but there's no fair value gaps until here. So this is my daily point of interest right now. It hasn't been filled or touched or reacted with, so I'll be watching this carefully. Either it could go up more, it could go down more, but at the moment from the daily. Let me explain what I see in the daily. As you can see here, this candle got produced, this candle got produced, took out this low. Let me come here. Alright, so this candle got produced, a little wick for the sell side. This next red candle got produced, took out the sales, went back up a little bit, but it didn't close below. The next day, took out the sales, should look for buys because it took out sell side liquidity, daily sell side, went back up, and buys would have been a lot of money there. Then come here, as you can see, it's took out the high first and then sold off and closed below the wick. Now that's important. Now when that happens and there's no fair value gaps here, I should definitely look for sales at the moment. And here, whatever's going on here, and right now it's reacting to something, and these are like all the blocks and stuff from past, and probably in the 4 hour you can see fair value gaps within here. And right now, you know what the plan is. Daily low here, daily high here, got daily low and daily high, got a little order block and a fair value gap. I mean, price action will have to come down here. It doesn't look like it's going to go and then come back down. It has just reached this daily fair value gap one more time and come back down, took out this liquidity here and come back down. Now this is new liquidity now, and that's for the future, but at the moment with price action I'm looking for sales low key, but obviously remember new. So go on the 4 hourly, and yes, point of interest is here, liquidity right here, lower time frame liquidity right there. This fair value gap has been reached, hasn't been reacted with, so I don't care about that fair value gap. I'm presuming this fair value gap, but I want to see a reaction on this 4 hourly fair value gap. So as you can see, within a higher time frame fair value gap, there's a new fair value gap within it, and that's how my method works. Just to point out, so that say you got a higher time frame and you want to work with the 1 minute, it's not going to work as well with a point of interest that's not within a smaller time frame. Do you understand? So 4 hour fair value gap right there, POI, and that's where I will be waiting for a reaction. Now if I can catch this out, it will be beautiful. And as you can see here, if you go on the hourly, this fair value gap never got into. You know what I'm saying? At the moment in time, when days there are red news, what I do, I just mark the higher time frame out and just see what's going on. Right now I feel like sales do look a bit, you know what I'm saying, a little bit better than I think. I mean here, if you go on the daily, we are in a little consolidating a little bit. It didn't close below or above. Normally it will just crash, which is why if it does take down here and then comes back down here, that's whatever. But I want it to go up higher and then come back down, so it takes out the daily high liquidity and it has taken out the weekly low. Normally if you look at a weekly low, you just look for buys or whatever. I've seen people do that, but the way I see it, I wait for price action. This gap, or the fair value gap, is a big area of liquidity where price action can go, and people call it a PD array. Now what I do like to do, this fair value gap got blocked, so it shouldn't go back up here. Went back down here. Let me look at the hourly. Yeah, this got filled. This one never got filled. That's something to think about, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to mark it up. Before price action went down, it didn't go back here. Yeah, so it's a 1 hour fair value gap. Now let me use this tool just to see. I don't think it will go back right in there. Don't think so. I don't know. I believe it will probably come and fill this up, because this right now, as you can see, this is shit price action. It just goes. Go on a 5 minute. Let me see on a 5 minute. Yeah. So what makes me think it's gonna come back up into here is fully because of this gap here, which needs to get filled before selling off, and this gap here, which means I feel like this fair value gap is my point of interest right now, up here. So basically, if you think about it, you'll fill this up, reach this place, it's like a little order block, and then come back down. Now here, why I get scared of coming back here, it could go above. You know what, you just wait, check what price action is doing, and I'm in. And this one is more my time frame for sales. If it comes back up here, if it comes down further, and it does look like price is going to come back down further, and it comes here, I could just look for this, like TP1, TP2, TP3, and TP. Anyway, yeah, boys and girls, that's my analysis for NAS 100. I'll be waiting until, what is it, 3:30 or whatever. Let me check one more time. We're waiting until 3 for the news and see what the news says. And if there is no trade, there's no trade, but I'm just showcasing, you know what I'm saying? A little day in the life analysis or whatever. depending on the title, you know what's gonna happen. It's either analysis or carrying out trades or a loss or a win. You know what I'm saying? Alright, get back to you. Boys and girls, it's 3 o'clock. Nearly 2 p.m. You've got 2 more minutes till it comes out. And when you check out after stock market opened, it's gone up. For NAS 100 and for US 30, it has gone down, plummeted a little bit. And so it's taking out all these lows. Take out this weekly note now. And for US 30, you should be looking for buys. So I want to put a reminder here just in case. And for NAS 100, as I said earlier, it's going to go up, go into this fair value and come back down in my head. Or it could have come all the way down, so we're just going to wait and see. For how's it taking night? It's going towards the daily high right now. It might stay within, but I've got 1 more minute. Let's see the countdown out. 3, 2, 1. Let me see what happens, man. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment. Pending 54.9. So now if you look at it, actual is greater, which is greater. It's good for currency, which is bad for stock, so it should sell off. Now if it goes up, that's where we would take something. Do you know what I'm saying? And as I can see right now on the 15 minute, it does look like it's going up. NAS 100 on the 5 minute. Alright, so they're all going up. Now I want NAS 100 to go up higher and reach this point of interest. Now just remember, there's a fair value out here, inverse fair value out right there. Could reject from here and come back down. Alright, we'll see. Alright, so the price actually is going up, which is opposite of what it says on the news. That's where good stuff does happen normally. Now if I go on the 5 minute, I want it to go higher than that. There's a gap there, fill this gap, and then we look for reversal once it reaches this fair value gap, in my opinion. So we're going to put a little alert there, FUG here. On our POI. If it goes up there, we look for sales, it should be, you know what I'm saying, type shit. We look at NAS. NAS is rocketing up, and now remember it's the opposite of what the news is saying, so it's a good day. Unless you just carry on and there is nothing to do, so then it's an L day, or just 0, 0, 0, break even. We're still gonna be waiting for it to go up higher. Then we look for sales, but don't know, man. Might go all the way over here, low key. It's more of a patient case, you know what I'm saying? That just shot up. Bloody Nori, mate. It's approaching this area here. If it's not here, it should come from here. So I feel like I'll be waiting for this one. It's more of a understandable one, because here it's a week on the 4 hourly. Why would it just come back down? On here it's an order block and then come back down, so it makes a lot of you know what you do at these times, pop a little something in it. Alright boys and girls, we're still waiting patiently. This was a bit long, you know what I'm saying? Bomber clock, man. Alright, here it looks like it's a support resistance. It's selling off a little bit. It has reached it. Oh, see, this sell looks nice. I want to sell right here. I'm going to try sell. I'm going to put 80 lot size. Fuck it. Sell. I just feel like it looks good. Modify. We'll see what happens, innit? We're going to go all the way down here. Alright, we're in sales. Got the highs here. Looks like price action has coming down, you know what I'm saying? And we'll see what happens, innit? Tight stop loss. If it breaks below here, I'm going to make my stop loss a bit lower, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in profits now. We're going to put stop loss here. TP here. I'm gonna mark all the way down here, this wick here, on the 5 minute. Yeah. See what happens, innit? I'll start, you know what I'm saying? Nicked out. I like the way the price actually is moving right now. Feel this gap here. And I want it to inverse this fair value. It's reacted off it, but it didn't shoot up. See what I'm saying? But you never know. I got it fully wrong. Fuck, man. So yeah, we'll see if it sells off or not. Let me look at US30 as well. US30 does look like it's going to sell off as well. And I'm up 1.1 for 100 for 100 now. You know, I was at 140. So it's just a little bill. And I'm going to mark out. This is what I do. So I want to mark out this 1 minute fair value gap to get broken out of. 1 minute FEG BT. BT makes break through. If it breaks through, we're going to do it green. If it reacts and goes back up, say no. But right now, I'm pretty happy with this. So inshallah, you know what I'm saying? Just watch, you know what I'm saying? Imagine it shoots up. Bomber cloud, look at that. Gonna be a little bit patient here. A little bit patient. See, red candle. I wanted to go down and take out this low here. To go lower than that. I'm up £500, and that was a big jump down there. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm up a grand, I'm up a percent, and when I'm happy, if it has broken through, I can move it to break even and just relax. Unless a fair value gets formed in this candle right here. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's shot up down more, man. You might be asking why I've done that. Well, it's taken out all these highs, and it's taken out all these highs. The daily highs have been taken out now, and during consolidation period, when the daily high and the daily low little way of trading gets taken out, it does work out normally. And I think the point of interest will be down here actually, but I'm going to hold it for 12 grand. We'll see what happens. And wow, good velocity right there. Now I want a closure below this fair value, and we're up 3 bills, 3 grand, not wrong, 3% up. Oh, it's shooting down now. We're up 4 grand. We're up 4 grand. We'll see after 30 seconds, will it close below or above? We'll see how good the trade goes. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. It has reacted to this fair value gap now, and it's broken through. And it's, bro, whoa, what the hell? 5 grand. Well, 5 grand now. We need a little shot. This is how you trade news. This is my trading news method. And wow, up 6 grand right now. And we can put this into break even now, so that we're not losing any more money. And hopefully it takes it out. I can just take it out at 7 grand, but obviously we're paper trading, so I don't really care. And what I do here, change the writing to green. We're up 8 grand right now, and I think we can move this TP to here. Actually, no, you know what? Because we're paper trading, I'm gonna move it down a little bit to just 12 grand. Modify it. We're up 7 grand right now. It's a little rejection, and if it goes up, it goes up. Normally I would have took it out by now because we're paper trading. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, up 6 grand, 6% on this trade. We risked 1% as you saw on the YouTube video. As you see here, it's broken through this fair value gap and reacting off this fair value gap right now. I want it to break through this fair value gap as well. If it hits my break even, fuck it, who cares? And as you know, as you're a day trader, you just take it out by now, who cares? You'll see what happens. Normally, if it breaks through this inverse fair value gap now, it goes back into the fair value and come back down, which is why, in terms of psychology, we just keep it in and who cares. And we're going to look at US30 as well at the same time. US30 did sell off as well, so it does look like the right trade on the 5 minute. See this candle closure below this, and for the fair value gap, I say we keep it in. If anything, look at that big rejection. It should come all the way down here, so if you guys want, I could keep it lower, look for 12% or higher, but I think 12% is a good amount for a day trader for now. For a guy who doesn't really trade anymore either, so we'll see, we'll see. And I want a little candle push now. There we go, coming down. We're up 6 grand again. I'm looking for a 12 grand trade here. As you guys can see, you guys can believe it or not, but I'm live showcasing what I'm doing, and you guys might think it's gambling or whatever, but the why I've entered this trade is because of a candle structure here, and it's something I enter off, and as you can see, it is a good start. It's got a 14 stop loss. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. We're just gonna keep it moving. Once again, I would, as a funded trader back in the day, I would have took it out by now. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money, but right now I want to keep it in, see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Once this rejected, it causes a liquidity here for a low time frame, so it should come all the way down, hit TP. Well, it doesn't matter if it hits, you know, my stop loss now. It's break even. There's no loss here. You know what I'm saying? So it's gone back into the inverse fair value gap. We'll see what happens here. It might go down more, and it's rejected off it already. It's just touched back in. Now, if it reacts to it and rejects it, my stop loss will come to the wick of where it rejects. That's how I trade normally, just to minimize loss. We'll see what happens. As I said, what we're going to reiterate is this trade would have gone well. How much is that normally? It's 9k really. So see the way the market has literally touched the fair value gap. If it breaks through this fair value gap, I can move my stop loss down now, and we'll see what happens. This is 1 minute time frame trading from Manomite and myself. 24 seconds, 23, 22, 20, and it's rejecting. It's actually staying within the fair value gap. You know what I'm saying? But as you see, it's gone down further. It's reacting towards the fair value gap. It's breaking through. So just be patient, boys and girls. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens. We're at 5 grand right now. I could just take it out, fucking be alright, but part of this little day trading, paper trading, it's nothing deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm just showcasing my trading strategy, and normally I would have just took it out here, as I said before, but I'm gonna see if it fully reacts. I'll just take it out. You know what I'm saying? But it's going down further now. We're up 6 grand right now, boys and girls. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you want me to teach you what I do and just into more depth, just shout at me. But I'm more profitable myself now. Actually, no, I'm on break even throughout the whole year. I'm on no loss or whatever. I'm looking at a good reaction right now. I wanted to break through this liquidity here and reach this TP here, and the actual TP should be this week here, in my opinion, for a lower time frame TP. Higher time frame, I think it should come all the way down here, but obviously as a trader myself, we're not trying to do that. We'll see what happens here. 30 seconds left. Let me look at US 30. US 30 is pending to come down here, man. Pending. It just went back up, reacted, and went back down, done a shoot back down. But we'll see, man. Be patient. Who cares if the trade's bad or not? You know what I'm saying? As I said, it has broken through that, so that's a new inverse. I could move my stop loss there now. Why I don't want to do that? Didn't really fully go into the fair value. I just touched it, and I wasn't okay. You know what? I'll move my stop loss down. Do I need to? It's a paper trade. Who cares? Do you know what I'm saying? I want it to come back down further. It'll be a good day. Boys and girls, this was this is a random day. I'm just training, and I'm going to do this now and then. And if I do take a loss, I'll just showcase the loss. I don't really care. But so far, it's going all right. You know what I'm saying? And it's reached this order block, gone back up, and wow. Good volatility right now. We're up 7 grand right now. Not a bad start. Not a bad start to the trade. And I'm gonna move my stop loss down. And if it hits it, who cares? I'm gonna move it to here. Modify. So now it's a no risk trade. If I lose, I make 2%. If I win, I make 11 grand. Either way, it's a W in the chat. I'm gonna move this here. Not bad. 10 RR. We'll see. How much was that earlier? Which is probably going to be the title if it hits stop loss. It's 8R. And it's going down further. Okay, we're hearing some volatility. It's going to reach here now. in my opinion, and it's going to go down further. 11 grand, 44 seconds. Before you see, let me look at the 5 minute. I think it's going to go down further. Really and truly, it should come down here. Do you know what I'm saying? And now we're approaching TP as we're going down. As you see, I don't do these partial entries or anything. I just go full out on a trade. And wow, volatility, we're up 9 grand, 10 grand now. We're up 10 grand. Now, if it breaks through this fair value gap and reaches this, who cares? Smashes through TP. We're nearly there. 16 seconds left. We're going to see a nice little trade here for you guys to see, and make sure you enjoy it. And nice. Oh, we're in there. Okay, it's hit TP, and I don't know why it hasn't closed. There we go. Hit TP. We've got a little 11 grand. Let me see the profit here. Yeah, we're up 11.94 grand. A nice little trade. It should go down further. But boys and girls, that's how exactly easy it is to day trade. Like, if I had capital right now, right, I'll do it. But boys and girls, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you like, and yes, it's paper trading, but eventually we'll be doing real money again soon. But yeah, that's a beautiful little trade. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you want to hate on me, hate on me. If you don't want to hate on me, don't hate on me. If you want me to learn, or if you want me to teach, you guys shout at me. Alright, boys and girls, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, another day of jobless journeys, and next episode will be another good one. Make sure you subscribe.